From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Herbert.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 53 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Colts.
From the gun is Eason. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was brought
and Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Joe Reed returning. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
First and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now this throw caught left side, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The 37-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm hunting defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, Jacob Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Eason. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be. And he's going to go down again. Darius Leonard in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner. That's now back-to-back sacks 6, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of the linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
First and 10 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Eason on 2nd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From the gun, Herbert. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Second down. Here's Eason escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Here's Eason to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll buy some time right. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Chargers 21, Colts 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12.
Saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Rolling to his right, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Operating from the gun. Eason eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Here's Reed returning. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Eventually to kick off for
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the gun on third down. Eason flush to his right. He's got his tight end Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action with Eason sliding out of the pocket. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So let's see what this is about. Blankenship out for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Colts 24, Chargers 21. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10.
They'll run here with Eckler. He's got a first down inside the midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, Eason dancing to his left. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Eason. He'll buy some time right, and he whips that one incomplete there.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. From the left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's 3rd.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Eason. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on the quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Eason. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A critical error there in a tight
about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatline. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On first down, it's Herbert. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, Eason. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. There's that man again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Colts 31, Chargers 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Herbert now to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll find Pittman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Sam. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Today's final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the